yesterday was a miss because my family has drama, doesn't everyone's? So I had to take care of that drama and do a month's load of laundry because I'm nervous. And that's what nervous ADD people do, is something very weird because it makes them exhausted. Had such a great night's sleep last night, it was ridiculous. So then had to deal with family drama the minute I wake up. Anyway. So here we are, we're on our way to go torture them. It's so nice. This is so pretty. The trees are starting to get their leaves in. It's the city. And I found out yesterday that San Francisco is not a Sea Org. How boring. So I'm just as usual, a redhead stepchild. Can I stop this in my life? So let's see if we can see it. Up? No, that's down. I'm never going to get that right for some reason. Hello, my little pyramid. Had to worship at the pyramid. Does that make me a Egyptian worshiper? Old museum, Nefertiti. Didn't they have a name for those people? Didn't they have a name for those people?
Can't think of it.
I know. So I love my little pyramid, my architecture. Love my architecture. So let's see. Okay. So finally started talking about the RICO Act yesterday. Aaron came on and was explaining it, thank God, because DOA was trying to explain it, but he couldn't remember RICO. It's like he probably never watched or cared about mob people. Everybody who does the Godfather thing knows what the RICO Act is. So, but he had it down pat. If you want to go look at what he said, he even had the Giuliani like going over the edge sort of thing. So he explained it great, just without RICO. So it's called the RICO Act. It's being done by the FBI. And that's also another way we hope we can get them on racketeering with their money. So, all their little, oh my God, look at the dog. Oh, he's great. I want a big dog, but that's impossible on 3 stories. So, especially my stairs. They're made for 6-foot tall people, which is very funny. I'm a little person. So, racketeering, God, I can't remember what it is.
Oh, what's the
yeah, every time I heard RICO back in the day, I used to think of somebody's dog. So, hold on. Excuse me, can I pet your dog?
Of course.
Hello, baby. What is he? He looks like a few things.
He's a mix of Border Collie and Alibi. It's a Russian herding dog.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He must have a ball. I'm sorry, baby. You go for a walk.
He's totally fine.
Thank you. What was the combination?
I missed it. I forgot.
He looked like a Bernese. It's a Bernese. We call Bernese because that's
Border
a
Collie and something.
Border Collie and a Russian herding
Something I
dog.
haven't heard of.
And he was huge. He was awesome. But, oh. Hey, Carrie Ann. Oh, okay. Thank you. Tell him thank you. Oh my God. No. Yes, you protest in Portland. Yay. If I ever go see my family up there, I'll come over and hang out with you. Half of my family is in Portland, or around Portland, or within 50 miles of Portland. So one of my aunts was really great for the eclipse and I didn't get her in time. So hi guys, time to close your doors. How you doing? Hi. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Let's see. How much do you owe? How many credit cards do you have in person? And how many credit cards do you have according to the credit bureaus? You can make $20 an hour at McDonald's. Oh wow, they put the shares up. Oh, they were expecting me. Or unless somebody else came. Did somebody else come and didn't tell me? Your family misses you. So, wow. Oh, but the wind is making the shears open. Okay, let's go do our walk and then come back. So, see, this way, gotta see. Got to see the plaque that says this building will never come down, even though Scientology will. Hey, Carrie Ann, that would be amazing. We would love that. I have to say the Oregon San Francisco is much prettier than the one in Portland, which I'm not surprised nowadays considering all the crap Portland has to go through. But we're not even a Sea Org. We're just a fancy regular org. So, redheaded stepchild. So, let's see. Oh, wow, I never noticed. That's like real granite because it's real granite sparkles. So look at that building. It was made out of big blocks of granite. So it had to be after the earthquake. I don't know, I should look that up. Lord knows I have time right now because I'm just being on hold for one of my family members in case she needs me, because that's the way the world goes. Ooh, I don't like that. No, 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 no. I'm gonna drop 50 pounds, except for the hair. Can you see that hair? Is it yellow? Yes. And I got my DOA coat on, my leopard, which somebody who saw me in the street said I looked like a musician with the coat and the Birkenstocks and everything else, which I thought was very sweet. He wasn't hitting on me. So, can we see in? Is that somebody's head? Come here. Do you, I know. Just look at us. You can't see it anymore. I think maybe they moved. I could have swore I saw a shadow of like a head projecting. That would have been neat if I was standing in front of somebody who was like who was trying to get the Scientology on them and I was interrupting them. I don't know if I want to see my own head interrupting. So, yeah. We're back to the mirrored. Ooh, look. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know if it'll. Yeah, there it goes. You can see the lights from the mirror. Remember I said I wanted to do this. We just came out late because I had to get my nails done. Don't go there. And the husband was working on stuff. He had the day off today, so my bodyguard came with me. I'm just gonna start calling him the bodyguard. So cute. Hey, we could be like Kevin Costner and Whitney
Houston.
Yes. That's funny right there. Somebody went in and I missed it because I was having too much fun with movies. See, we've got a curtain. We've got... Ooh, the mirror fell down in one of these windows. I don't know if they're going to replace it or what. Look, mirror's gone. So I don't know if it broke the window. I mean, you probably do have to do a, request of state to do anything, but these were all mirrored. So something happened here, and the window's not broken. It hasn't been replaced. So let's see. They'll pull the curtain when they see me watching. I don't see anything. All I see is reflections. Let's see if we can get closer. Ooh, I'm leaning on the building. Shit. Then again, I'm native. I probably won't get in trouble for it. I was watching DOA come out of his the DOA's thing. It was a temporary restraining order that he didn't get. Oh, they don't have these yet. Hello, people. Hi. Oh, there's nobody there. Hi. Pretend I don't exist. I know it's hard. Yay. And I'm even in leopard, so that's supposed to be like offensive. When DOA was talking about his restraining order, which has been delayed but not enforced, in the restraining order, they were talking about his leopard fur coat. Wasn't it that? Yeah, and they talked about his cape. The royal one, and that he was causing problems with his cape and his leopard. Oh, one of them is turned around completely. Come here, look. Even though you should go back there because you're providing a good cover from the glare. Now I think she's on the phone. Come here a little bit further. Nope, go back. There, perfect. Okay, so, and I, saying that he did this and he did that, and I'm thinking, in a cape and a Burger King crown, he made Francois afraid to go outside and to go to her car and this, that, and the other. It was freaking hilarious. Go to today's that he did, because he's also wearing a suit. Oh my god, he looks so normal in a suit. It's like, you couldn't tell that he was crazy. He's not crazy. I meant crazy in the funny way. And this door is ajar. How much do you owe? Let's see. Welcome to California or the United States, where you can film anybody. I have a feeling he's coming in. How many credit cards do you have? Is your credit good? Oh, she left. She's not allowed to listen to me. Bummer. So I have a feeling that the person who I'm watching right now is probably going to get off his bike and go into Scientology building. So, do your family miss you? Do you miss your family? When was the last time you got a text or an email from your family? Ah, here they come. Come on. Hello. Whoops. I'm getting the curtains. They're probably going to fix the door too. I'm not saying that out loud. Time for the curtains. Dun dun dun. Ah, they closed the door. Damn, that one actually closes for real. Oh, gotta put up the curtains because I'm so scary. I'm this little brown person without a tan, and you know I'm gonna change the world. Oh my God, I'm in danger. 10-year-old. That's what that's. I thought it was a smile. I'm still old school, so I'll take the letters as something that means something. Oh, I guess he was getting an Uber, so. Oh well, it's not against the law. So anyway.
He rode off on his bike.
Oh, he rode off on his bike. Oh, so he's probably going around the block. There's got to be an entrance on the other side where the garbage cans are. So let's go see, since this is boring now because they have a seal on this door. They have the fuzzy thing, so it seals. But these doors look like they might be bronze or something. That's a gold medal. And considering this was a financial institution, and the Gilded Age, it's probably real metal. But yeah, I just find it super amazing that I got you on camera, sorry, that I'm a threat. Could you picture them getting a temporary restraining order against me? Oh, well, she's old, she's short, she's round, and she's really scary. She has a really high voice. So we don't want her around. She scares us. Because that's basically what they said about DOA. Francois was afraid of him because supposedly he threatened people. He didn't threaten people. He never has. He knows better. He's been on protests before. He knows what he can see and can't say. And also, if we threaten people, that means if they touch us, we'll get in trouble. So, and you shouldn't threaten people anyway. Just make them uncomfortable about what they're doing. I mean, you get enough people saying that, this, and this happens. You're not going to want to do it anymore if it's all bad, unless you've been in Scientology long enough not to have emotions. They're worse than Scottish people. Scottish people are famous for being very stoic. And I would know. My mother-in-law is. Straight from Scotland. She's the awesome thing on the earth. But boy, she's stoic. So, oh, and she was a lawyer, so I can get the hookup if I have to. So, in the windows. Here we go. Hello, windows. And since it's this late in the day, I can wear my DOA, what is it? Not memorial, DOA, tribute coat, because it's cold. San Francisco stays really nice for maybe an hour.
Buffer says this is their second visit of the day.
So who was here before? Oh no, they won't touch you. Hey Carrie Ann, they won't touch you. They know better. They haven't touched LA Audit, I think her name is. She's this great chick in a wheelchair in LA, and they don't go near her. She can yell at them and everything. They do know their ADA. And besides, could you picture that on the news or something? Oh my God. LA Audit would be like all over it, and they would turn out so bad. So you've got the hookup on that one. So, that's good. Keep it up. See, now I get to do the I don't even have my book. I didn't even bring my book. Family drama made me forget to even bring my book. Oh, Burning Biscuits. That's what reminded me too. I watched Marilyn's interview with Doug. I don't know Doug's last name. And I really didn't even know about him other than what happened to him. And oh my God, you should lay off of Marilyn Honig. That woman has had the worst life that anybody could ever pretty much claim that hasn't been essayed. So if you want to know, go to, oh God, what's Doug's channel? Or go to Marilyn's. I'm sure she'll have the connection, because he interviews her twice to go over her life. And it just made me go, you know what? If you're going to mess with Marilyn, just mess with me. I won't even pay attention to you. Excuse me. So we need to stop the infighting, because, you know, it's like when the billboard was up, we were all in the same camp again. We need to be back in the same camp again and just let people do what they need to do and cycle out of what they need to cycle out of. So, Kramer? Ooh, like Kramer versus Kramer? That's a movie with Dustin Hoffman. Oh, that was Fluffer. Hi, Fluffer. Nice to hear from you. Nice to see you watching, even though I don't keep a consistent calendar to save my life. And I wanted to say something last night, but my laundry ate me. Anyway, does your family miss you? Yes, they do. They all do. Those who are not in Scientology and actually can express emotion miss you. Do you miss that hug from that relative who made you feel like that was your teddy bear? I had one, my Uncle John. That the world was the greatest thing when he was here. Do you? Do you miss him? Have you ever talked to him again? Do your parents miss you? Does your brothers and sisters miss you? You can get out. If you're from another country, you can go to the embassy and they will take you home. They will give you a passport. So the taking away of the passports doesn't mean anything. The real world is fun. Oh. I can't tell nowadays because the preppy look is back. And unfortunately, all the Scientology people look like the preppy look. The preppy look sort of distracts me. And I'm not blocking traffic. You see how big that sidewalk is. I'm actually standing right next to the emblem, which is so bizarre. If they're not, you know, they're Satanists. So, because that, like, if I ever saw that before, that emblem before I knew what it was, I would think this was a satanic cult. So, Lord knows, we used to have a ton of them here, quote unquote, because Aleister Crowley had his infamous black house in the square where the 5 houses, the Painted Ladies are. That's what they call those ones at the beginning of Full House. They call them the Painted Ladies because it's a HOA that agrees to have them painted because they sell their likenesses and their names and they use them for movies. So, Alamo Square. Aleister Crowley had a house on the other side of Alamo Square that was painted black. And it was infamous. It was a Satanist house. Never saw anybody go in and out of it hardly. So once in a great while. And when you're young, you'll run and go, oh my God, did you see? No, I didn't see Scientology trafficking out there earlier. They actually know me now because of the bangs. I'll show you. Hello. Hello. Bangs. Okay. That's the only way you can do it. I can't turn it around for some reason. So they can see me coming down from a mile away. They did that to us on Sunday when I jumped out of the car down the street and I was getting my stuff together. And the guy saw me. The minute I started walking down the street and ran inside. They're still afraid of me. It's really cute. Oh my God. Thank you, Carrie Ann. You didn't say that to me. He doesn't say, the bodyguard doesn't say things to me because he doesn't want me to close up and run away. Because he totally believes in me doing this. So, hi! Your family misses you. The door keeps cracking. It's awesome. Do you miss your family? Do you miss your best friend? Do you miss your pets that could still be alive, but you can't even talk to your pets? Aaron's dog got declared, and the lady next door couldn't talk to it anymore. This is bizarre. You know they declared a dog as an SP? How in the heck can that happen? If you still have, because everybody's cat lives forever, so think about it. Do you miss your cat? Suppressive, yeah, it was a suppressive dog. He did an update on it. Suppressive pooch, yes, SP. Let me think. Brothers and sisters. Do you have $7 to buy a latte? Because that's what they cost now. Have you ever had a latte? You can go home anytime you want. This will not fall apart without you. They can run without you, and you can get a job really fast after this. Temporary agencies will hire you if you have the skills. They don't care, no matter what anybody says. I worked for real without a high school diploma for 25 years. And my first job as a 14-year-old was actually doing data entry. It wasn't picking up rocks and putting them somewhere. Door closed. So, yeah, that's my tact. It's like I'll scream Scientology is a cult occasionally. I've explained to people, if you go back to Saturday, when I was explaining to the guys, was it Saturday? Yeah, if you fast forward through Saturday, you'll hear me, because I didn't take pictures of them, hear me explain the history. And of course, nobody is perfect, so it's my history, but the guys listened because they were just going to go in, I think, to like flash mob it or something. And they were just like, wow. And so I'm sure they all went home after doing whatever they were doing and looked it up. Let's see. Yay! Awesome, Fluffer Scroll. Oh, if you have to ask to leave. Yes, if you have to ask to leave, you are not free. You cannot clear the planet. It is mathematically impossible. Even all of you cannot clear the planet. Unfortunately, your leader died of a stroke. He did not vacate his body. His body gave up on him. And he was on a lot of painkillers and narcotics for years before he died. That's the unfortunate part. You don't have to follow a man who preferred drugs to his people. If you are afraid of diseases before you go back home, you can go to one of our wonderful hospitals. They have to take you in emergencies. You don't have to have insurance, and get checked out. You're not going to get pneumonia. And even if you do, it is so highly curable. My mother had pneumonia 14 times. It was like a hobby. I didn't know it was dangerous until she was dead. You will get cancer if you smoke too much. You won't get cancer, lung cancer. You will get cancer, but not lung cancer, and die from it if you smoke too much. Smoking too much also causes heart attacks. So if you don't smoke, number one, it'll be healthier for you. Number two, it'll be healthier for the environment. How can you clear everybody when the environment is turning to trash? I like mathematically possible. Once you go clear, you have more to go. You will never achieve full clear. Those who go to OT8 are usually not enlightened. There is no 9 and 10. It will cost you about at least $200,000 to get to OT8. Now, why would you belong to a religion that you have to give them money to become enlightened with? Your family misses you. When the door's cracked, I do this one. Your friends miss you. They would love to hear from you. They are not evil. I always stop because when I see the door close, I always feel this thing like there goes the opportunity to get someone out. And luckily enough with the family drama, I was afraid of talking today because there was that one girl on Sunday that was hearing me because she was getting counseled by someone. You could tell because she was very animated, and they are not animated in Scientology. So I was actually getting through to her, but I couldn't come yesterday because I knew I just would have started crying the minute I started it. And that's probably why they have the shares up on it. Not just because it's me, because it's the thingy, but probably because, you know, it's like people aren't afraid to get as close as they can. I am maybe 2.5 feet away from the front. That if you hear that clicking, that's my phone thingy. So, hello. I swear to God, it's a Scientologist, and he just walked by me. Just kept walking by me. I guess they're not allowed to. I guess the idea of talking to me has changed, and they're not allowed to talk to me again. So, and yes, my bodyguard is a foot taller than me. I swept by you. So. I always usually have hand straps on my phone, so I have one that disconnects, but it seems to keep hitting against the gimbal today, probably because it's windy. So please forgive if you hear a tap, tap, tap. Scientology Money Project said that he thought that L. Ron Hubbard didn't come up with, if you want to make money, start a religion. I think specifically he probably came up with that phrase, you know, because yeah, there were other people who said different ways, and they're done for the decades, because in the 80s or 70s, if you wanted to make a lot of money, become a guru. So stuff like that. And DOA got a real monk walking past him, and it makes me think it's a society. It's not a religion, because a religion will offer real charity and help out people, not just within their religion, but other places, instead of buying buildings. That's what the RICO thing is about, because they're buying buildings and they're being accused of racketeering, which is FBI. So I really can't tell the difference right now. I'm just tired, that's why. Can you write a letter home to tell them you're at least okay? They miss you. Save Bob Ferris. Always got to throw that in at least once for Liz. And she lives closer to me than I thought, so hopefully when she goes to Sacramento, maybe I can swing by and say hi and do some protesting with her. And it's also the capital of the state, so it's like we could probably walk up and down the mall and do a Scientology thing, and they can't do a darn thing to us. And DOA read out the First Amendment, or read out the part that was covering the First Amendment, and they said you can't threaten and be covered under the First Amendment. Yeah, duh. So as long as we don't threaten them with violence, we can say anything we want. And I'm not one to go around saying, you know, you're an idiot, or, you know, you don't know what you're doing. I'm the one who hits back with, call your family, they miss you. Your best friend probably wonders where you are. Your extended family probably misses you and talks about you when your parents aren't looking. How much do you owe anybody? Do you have $7 for a latte? McDonald's hires at $20 an hour. You can always go to the Aftermath Foundation. Their number is 888-FREEOO2. I can't wait till Aaron gets going with announcing it so I can tell the SP TV one. I just love the fact that the doors move and they can't fix it. If anybody wants to know, it's a historical landmark, and you can't mess with a historical landmark. So they can't add anything to it or take it away. All they can do is make sure that it works. So there's a nice little gap in the middle. I don't even want to step on that emblem. There's a nice little gap in the middle so they can hear me. I'm yelling into the wind too. So, oh, I forgot to say. So one of my family members, who's great on the network, said that, hi Xenu's daddy! How you doing? I can't wait to see you back up here, or if I go down there. My sister lives down there, and I have to go visit her one of these days. Hi, Drifter Shelley. FCC. He said that if we can report suspicion of signal blocking, because that's what they've been doing until lately. It's not doing it again today, so it's not like they're working it or something. And the FCC will actually do undercover and bust their butts in a hot second. They don't care if it's Scientology or not. You're messing with their airwaves. So if, I know L. Ron Hubbard Way is a really fuzzy signal, and the only two who were getting it was Augustine and Tao. So they must have signal blockers, or Augustine's a PI, so he wasn't doing it. But everybody else has the flutter screen. Well, that is signal blocking. Make a complaint at your local FCC, and they will take care of it, because they don't like you messing with things like that. Only people who can do that is the FBI, because the CIA is international. So it's the FBI. So call in today. And I haven't had the signal blocking for 2 days now. Your parents miss you. Your family misses you. They do talk about you, probably in the past tense now. Because they're young and pretty. So if you hit them with your parents, your family, your best friends. It will make them think because they haven't been shut down all the way. There are young ones here. There are definitely young ones here. There's the one who talked to me the other day, and there was the one at the desk, and there's one other one that I see that are young enough for either to be born or to have gotten recruited like out of college or high school or something. Oh. He was watching his phone. He almost went up the stairs, or actually almost fell on the stairs. So yeah, I think everybody who wears blue, which was my mother's favorite color, so I have to remember it all the time. And my mom, I'm sure she's loving this. If there is an afterlife, she's just making Mickey hands at me and just going, see, you can't forget me. Let me think. Okay, one more round and then we'll go. Because I have to make it. We have really horrible traffic and we have cats to feed because, you know, they own us. How much do you owe? Do you know what your credit score is? Do you know that they don't contribute to Social Security? So you will have no Social Security when you get out. And Social Security is what they pay the elderly for being elderly. So you're not paying into that. You're not paying taxes because you don't make above the poverty level. Your friends miss you, probably a lot around a bonfire, and they talk about what you used to be, because I know all of you in there were probably the exceptional ones in your groups. So there are bonfires going on at beaches all the time without you, but they talk about you like you're dead. Do you like that? I'm sure your mom or your aunt or whoever the closest person in your family on that generation was misses you like crazy and will totally take care of you when you're out. And if you don't have somebody like that, you have people here that will help take care of you to get you back on your feet and get started in the real world. Even we love you because we just love people. How about that? Compassion is not a curse. You're allowed to cry in real life. And I'm being watched by a guy in a BMW. In the bodyguard nose. So he was leaning over to the passenger side. So he probably can hear my voice because he probably has a voice booster. Yes, love her. The bodyguard's pointing at the phone, so I will read it because the comments are white and it's sort of hard to see. I definitely can't see them on the television. When I get high enough that I can start spending the money on StreamYard, then I'll be able to see. What was it? I know, but fine. He's got a thing for huskies, so the world stops with huskies. What else? They won't take care of you in your elderliness. They will put you in the blue building and forget about you, or they'll make you drive a van that you can't drive. That's what was happening yesterday with Zenu's daddy, is he kept seeing this older gentleman driving a van, and he was not doing a good job. I'm surprised that he could even get away with it. Makes me wonder if he even had a license. And people like that, even I'm afraid of the day I can't drive, because it happens in the real world. They don't protect their elderly either. So if your parents are elderly and in a place you don't know, you should get them and leave, unfortunately, because this isn't going to help you. I'll take a picture of the guy before we leave. You can leave if you want. Their world will not collide if you do. You'll be able to read real books. You can write and say anything you want in the real world. And the real world is just what we call everything outside. That's not saying a difference between your society and our world. No, IRL, the real world, in real life. You can be your own person and have your own personality. I'm going to have him take a picture. That way I don't have to look obvious. OSA. Yeah, I don't want to be obvious. I don't want to be in everybody's faces. Get over it. Just think about hugging your family. Thinking about being little materialistic is not bad. You could have a fancy pair of shoes. Do you have your own shoes? Do they not fall apart after 6 months? Your family misses you. Your best friend misses you. Your friends miss you. Think of it that way. You can always get a hold of them anytime, any place. Don't use your computer because they have tracking on it. And you can always check the phone and see if there's tracking on it. And there are other ways. They're called VPNs. What does VPN stand for? VPNs are virtual private networks that you can get a hold of somebody and be from another country. So they won't know that you're doing that. Make sure you're not being tracked. They track people because you are their property now. And people should not be property. It's not good for you. Just think about your family. They miss you. Okay, 36 minutes. I'm gonna go, people. I will see you tomorrow. So I'll be back here if I don't have to deal with family drama. So have a good one, peeps.